What's up, YouTube? Shout out to the Mac Kids and Maniacs. Welcome to another episode of KVmacvideos, True Stories.
I never stopped banging. I started banging hard, then I got so hard till it was a shame.
Welcome to another episode of KVmacvideos, True Stories. Today, I'm gonna give y'all a story of an incident that took place in the 2000s. But this story goes back over 20-something years from that day. We just gonna call the homie TH. That's the name I'm giving homie. TH for the homie. That's the homie who I'm describing in this story. Now, I want to pose a question to the audience. How far are you willing to go to trust your homie? How much do you really trust your homie? So, when I was in my teenage years, 1981 to be exact, a friend had moved into our community in which we lived in, and he did not stay too far from me. Me and him used to hang out. Keep in mind, we 12, 13 years old at the time, and we hanging out, doing kid things, and we run across this one dude, African dude, lived down the street from the homie. And we bullying this dude. We some skinny kids, skinny light skinned kids, and we bullying this short, kind of solid African kid. An African kid runs into his small little apartment and comes out with this big old long butcher knife. And he chases us. We run through an alley, we run up Eileen, we run up to my house, huffing and puffing, but we got away. This African ended up being a classmate of both of us. So we ended up being cool with this African later on. This is just like our initial meeting of all of us. And so by the end of that year, the homie was banging the set. The homie was from 60s. So now he's meeting all my childhood friends. He's meeting guys like Lil Looney, PJ, and other a Big Crazy Boy, and other homies like the G dudes that I looked up to when I was young before my gangbang years, that went to school with my sisters, friends of my brother. So now he's in with these dudes on the gangbang tip. And fast forward to the 1990s. I go to the county jail, module 3200. I walk in on Baker Row. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of homies with cases. I got co-defendants on my case. Now, you may remember the robbery case in which I caught in 94. I was on a run well into 95 when I get caught. So during this time, my co-defendants and other homies had opinion that somebody on our case had been telling. Well, it wasn't me. I'm running from the police. I ain't talk to no damn police at all, right? So when they get me and I go into the module, I remember the homies in cell 6, they yell down. I'm in cell 1, they yell down, "Hey, Kev, man." I'm like, "What's up, cuz?" I'm all excited to be in there with the homies and shit. "What's up, cuz?" And they say, "Are you Penguin?" Am I a Penguin? I don't know if to take that as disrespect or joke, or do they really want to know if that's my nickname or what? I'm like, hell no. So they say it like 2-3 more times. "Are you Penguin?" Hell no. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So then they say, "Do you know Penguin?" "Nah, I ain't never heard of no Penguin." "Are you Dallas?" Fuck no, I ain't no Dallas. Who do you know Dallas? Not that I know of. So I don't know what's going on. I'm in the dark. And they not schooling me yet. They don't really let me know what's going on yet. Because they trying to feel me out, figure out, find out what I know. I don't know shit. I know all you niggas been up in here and I've been on the street. Y'all going to court, y'all probably talk to detectives, police. I ain't talk to shit. And now I catch this case. And it was the feds who picked me up. But the feds came to see me, but it was a state case. And I didn't have no conversation for them. But I did listen. I listened to what they had to say, though. So, the homie No Good. No Good was a stomp down 60, man. He lived, breathed, and ate rolling 60s. That's just what he did. No Good is what we consider a fool, you know, not in a bad way, but always instigating some things, always really ready to attack problems and issues in the hood head on, right? He really had love for the hood. Rest in peace, little No Good. So, No Good is in cell 2. And No Good waits till everybody go to sleep. Of course, some people can still hear or whatever, or might still be up, but basically everybody's asleep. And No Good says, "Hey, Kev Mac, cuz, do you trust TH?" I'm like, "Yeah, I trust TH. TH the homie. I've been knowing TH since 81. Like, cousin, you trust him?" "Yeah, I trust him." "You trust him with your life?" Made me think for a little bit. "Yeah." So then he say, "Man, you crazy." "I'm crazy? Why? Don't you trust him?" No Good asked me, he says, "Kev Mac, would you go to the beach at night with the homie?" I'm like, "Hell yeah." He said, "And he had a gun?" "Hell yeah." "And it's just y'all two and nobody on the beach?" I'm like, "Yeah, cuz I'm getting frustrated. Yeah, why not?" He like, "Man, I wouldn't trust that nigga as far as I can see." Ah, ha, ha, ah, ha, ha. So I'm like, I'm gonna end this conversation right now. He waking everybody up, you know what I mean? I'm going to bed. Boom. So when I come out the cell the next day, No Good like, "Kev Mac, cuz, you trust TH?" I said, "Nigga, we not finna have that conversation again. I told you that's the homie. Been knowing him a long time. Yeah, I trust him." He like, "Man, I'ma just keep it real. Don't trust that nigga." Well, the last thing on my mind is the homie's a snitch. So that never even crossed my mind. So I'm like, damn, the homie got something against me? Homie say he gonna do something to me? So now I'm thinking, man, these niggas think I'm a rat or something. So I'm like, "Cuz, what's up with you?" "Oh, no, I'm just saying, homie, you know you can't trust everybody." So I feel that the homie has something personal with TH. And I feel the homie's also trying to look out for me. But I don't know why. I don't know what I done did wrong. I don't think I ever did shit wrong for somebody to be wanting to chip me over something, over a case or anything dealing with the hood, right? I mean, the only niggas I cross, I know, and the homies wouldn't ride for them niggas, you know what I mean? But, so, and I never crossed a nigga that didn't deserve it. Never crossed a nigga that didn't basically try or attempt to smut my name. Back in like 1991 or 1994, I'm not sure, but one of those years, 91 or 94, the homie Lil No Good comes through with the homie TH, or they come through together, right? And they got a lick up, and they telling me about the lick because they need one more man. Basically, they needed somebody that they could trust or somebody that was down enough to be part of this. And I hadn't done nothing with these dudes, right? They the homies, but we ain't never went on no licks together at that time. Eventually, both the homies end up catching robbery cases. Separate cases, they weren't crimies, they weren't on the same case. One had made the news and newspapers on his robbery, and the other one had ended up catching a robbery, probably multiple robberies at different times, as he stayed in and out of prison all his adult life. When I go to jail, both the homies are in the same module. So we all on the same tier. We on Baker Row. We eventually go up to Denver Road, but we on the same tier together for quite some time. TH ends up going home from the module. He goes to the streets and he stops by and sees my mom. And that means a whole lot to an individual, because when I was gone, my two brothers was gone as well. My niece was gone. So you want somebody to check on moms, especially the type of lifestyle we live. You never know who might be lurking, who might be, you know what I'm saying, might have a score to settle or anything like that. So the homie Ed Chateau, Ed would go by, check on mom, set the trash out. The homie Mailman, rest in peace, he would stop by from time to time. Moms would always say how cool Kev was, how much of a friend he was, but she would always joke and giggle about how he wouldn't set the trash out. So we used to laugh about that. I'd be like, well, Mom, you know, Kev just came by to check on you. Kev was like family. And so the homie, TH, gets out and goes by and sees Mom. And Mom's like that. Moms knew him. He'd been in our house plenty of times. You know what I mean? He'd been in our backyard. She knew him as a kid when he first moved into the hood where we lived at. And, you know, we was friends, you know, up until a certain point. We didn't really hang out together no more. You know, he was deep in the trenches in the set, in and out of juvenile hall while I ate in prison. But moms knew him and moms liked him. He also came over to the east side where my brother and Pop stayed at. So, you know what I'm saying? He's really like family. I had nothing but love and respect for the homie. Like, the homie's crippin' was always top notch. You know what I'm saying? And the homie always knew how to think. Whatever was going on, a scuffle in the module, or politics, a fight on the streets, the homie always knew how to remain calm and organized. The homie always came out on top in different situations, street situations and conversations, and, you know, through sports. You know, we all had that competitive nature, and he was one of those that was always like determined to be the best at whatever we did. So nothing but love and respect for the homie. Ain't no reason for me not to trust this homie. Homie ain't never backdoored me or done nothing wrong to where I knew about it or I had to worry about it. Like the homie Mump said in his interview, we come from a dog-eat-dog world. We done so much to so many other sets and people that we tend to turn on ourselves. Back then, back in the days, right? You know, that's the stigma or the reputation that the 60s had gotten throughout the city and county of Los Angeles over the years back in those days. But what they never talk about is we have some upstanding, solid individuals. It's just that amongst black people, amongst gang members, we've come so much to not trust each other. And I'm not talking about in the set, I'm talking about throughout the county. A lot of different sets. You know, it comes a point where it be insiders who you don't trust or who you got to look out for. But I love my homies and I respect this homie and I trust this homie. I end up going off to prison, do some wino time, I come home. The homie end up going back to prison. He does a little time, he gets out, and the homie comes over. We both on parole, but I always remember no good questioning whether I trust the homie. The homie comes over on a solo tip, which is normal though, but normally we be drinking or something, or You know, we really be talking. He comes over, he's quiet. He say, hey, let's go ride through the hood real quick. All right, let's go through the hood. I jump in the car with the homie, and he pulls up on 59th on this dark street with trees, real quiet and dark, a little bit eerie, but not real eerie, but kind of strange to be sitting right there, like of all places to stop and park. We stop right there. And we stop, and when he pulls over, homie turns the car off. He opens up his console, pulls out some brownies. He slowly puts the brownies on. And I'm looking at him put the brownies on, like, we finna go do a burglary? We finna go chip something? I'm here. I'm the passenger. I'm riding shotgun. Homie be like, hold up. He gets out. He pops his trunk. He goes in the trunk. I hear him in the trunk moving some things. Sound like he moved a tire jacket, something. He comes back and he has this gun. He has this semi-automatic. Yeah, we finna do a robbery. Now it went from a burglary to a robbery in my head, or we still about to chip something. All right. So we sitting there and homie like, yeah, so what's up with you? Shit, ain't nothing up with me. Yeah, how you been? I've been cool. I'm all right. You know, I'm trying to get some money. He say, yeah. Puts one in the chamber real slow. And no good is on my mind. Like, damn. Man, I wouldn't trust that nigga as far as I can see. I asked the homie, like, what's going on? He like, oh, nothing. You know, I always come right here, kick it. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm waiting for the homie to get to the point. I mean, he told me while we sitting over here, he likes to park over there, but got to be more to this. I'm thinking the homie gonna say, did you tell on somebody? Did you do this, that, or the other? I'm like, what's up though, cuz? He like, shit, just kicking it. All right, that's what we doing. We kicking it. And then he say, let's go get something to drink, a little something to sip on. All right, let's go get something to sip on then. You know what I mean? And boom, we go to the liquor store. Boom, we go to my house, sip a little bit. Boom, end of story. But yeah, that's it for this story today, man. You know, kind of an eerie feeling. But I want to know, how far would you go to let your homeboy know you trust him?
This is Los Angeles.
Cause I done seen homies that's supposed to be straight, we don't know nothing about them, and they come to the house and homie pull out a pistol and they take off running, or they start screaming, or they start explaining. Nah, this my homeboy, I trust him, and if there was anything that wasn't right, I expect the homie to ask me about it. I'm out of here, y'all. Be sure to click that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. I'm out of here. Salute.